I walk through space and run through time, visit corners of my mind, then decline to come talk to you. I know it's hard at times to unwind, but in this place I hope you find your light inside and shine with woo. Just a few of us. We gon' make it if we try, just a few of us. You and I. Stillness in abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness in abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness in abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. In case y'all ain't noticed, I'm feeling wonderful. I'm feeling marvelous. I'm feeling full of life. I'm feeling full of joy. I'm feeling full of peace. I'm feeling full of motivation. I'm feeling full of inspiration. And I hope y'all are too. You hear me? I hope y'all are too. It's a good time to be alive. Regardless of what we may be experiencing, it's a good time to be alive, because in the opportunity, in the moment that we have called now, we're able to do things, we're able to accomplish something that many before us have failed. And this time, in the information that we have acquired, and with the information that we have acquired, we can do it in a way and at a level where we don't have to keep destroying ourselves to come repeat it again. You hear me? My wisdom is my warfare. It's a good time to be alive. My wisdom is my warfare. So watch how you judge me. You hear me? I'm purging, I'm cleansing, I'm clearing, I'm growing, and I'm going through my own activations, just like you. And reactivating in some cases. You know, it's a reactivation in a major way in a lot of cases, especially to the gifts that has been bestowed within us that hasn't previously been brought to the surface and at our disposal to be of use. You know, it's a lot of reactivation coming on for us with gifts and qualities that we didn't even know we had or possessed. I'm assessing more of my light body, you know, integrating more of my light body. And that's a good thing. It comes with the purges. I'm walking through the valley of the shadow of my death while I'm alive, just like some of you, and that's a good thing. At times I don't like it either, just like some of you, and that's a good thing, because it helps us learn contrast, and through contrast we can find balance. I also understand the necessity of the things that we go through that at times we may not like, in order to break generational programs, patterns, attitudes, and behaviors. How else we gonna get it done without having to go through what's necessary to get it done? I'll say it like that. How else we gonna jump timelines without the timeline shifts occurring? How else we gonna jump timelines without the experiences that need to take place so the jump can be made? And some gonna understand the language I'm speaking. Those that been around, been doing shadow work, been doing inner work, been exercising self-development, self-growth, self-maturity, contacting and connection with your divine self, or the best part. And for those who unfamiliar and new here, just keep coming back. It'll all make sense when it makes sense. So much happening so fast for a lot of us. And for some of us, it may feel like nothing happening at all. And that's neither here or there on either side of it, wherever you find yourself at. Just know that things are occurring whether we recognize it or not. It don't make one better or one less if we recognize it or not. Just know that things are happening. The more your gifts, the more your qualities, the more your divine aspects come online, the more you'll understand what's going on within you, what's going on around you, and what's going on everywhere else. Because once you see it in yourself, then you understand what's going on everywhere else. I don't care where it's happening at. Once you become naked to yourself, everybody butt naked. Transparency is important. Trust me. It's a beautiful place to be recognizing the beauty in the shadow, and I salute all those that do. Our increasing awareness of our psychic abilities, according to the mysteries of the human mind within us, should not be taken lightly, should not be taken for granted or misadvantage of. And I say that because to whom much is given, much is required. And that applies to all of us. That applies to all of us. Because it makes each and every one of us responsible or have a responsibility, and it makes each and every one of us accountable and have an accountability. Selflessly, because it's not just for self. We affect everything and everyone we come into contact with. Stay committed to your spiritual growth and your self-awareness as you develop. Remember, arrogance pays a heavy price. And as we continue to rise high into our divine frequency, it's very important to be aware that we are the ones raising the frequency of the earth. But what does that mean? What does that mean? It means a lot and compare it to who you are and what you come into contact with. Because for those who stuck, or for those who got stuck, or for those that we deal with that's stuck, meaning the lower vibrational frequencies, and beings will not be able to survive. Will not be able to survive. I don't know what their timetable is, or how much time they got left, but they won't be able to survive. Not the present increase of the bandwidth that's taking place on the planet. Them stubborn entities ain't gonna want to let go of us. For those of us who are still dealing with certain things, and you're aware that you're still dealing with certain things, those stubborn entities ain't gonna want to let you go. Ask me how I know. And I'm still doing the work. I don't know where they're going, but they can't stay here, you hear me? And the reason that I point this out, because I don't want it to be you. See, it's like, in a sense, we getting rid of them. Everybody who doing this inner work, it's like in the sense that we the ones who getting rid of them. Just due to the fact that what we get rid of within us. You don't listen, you're going to miss it. Just because of what we get rid of out of ourselves. It has a lot to do with the elimination process that's going on the planet Earth. What does that mean? That means that the purge was all about what needed to be put to death so what's alive can live. You don't listen, you're going to miss it. All about the matrix programming. All about the family programming. All about the toxicity. All about the trauma. All about the love bombing. Yeah, all about the gaslighting. That been passed on and passed on and passed on way before we had the words that we able to use to describe these things. You hear me? All the things that led to this present age of information, also known as the Aquarian age. A lot of people thought the purge was what they were showing on movies from an external viewpoint, not recognizing that the purge was about the inner journey, cleaning up all them demons, you know, all them zombies, all the things that's actually against the very life force that you live, energetically, all the way to the surface of the physical body. Through a lower vibrational energies. Can't come along for the ride. So we got to make up our mind. For any of us who have risen to higher frequencies, I'm going to repeat, those lower vibrational energies can't come along with you. And for those of us who are on our way, you're probably realizing a lot of what I'm speaking about at this time that I speak to it. You will realize that the more you climb higher, or the higher your climb into frequency and resonance, that the lower vibrational energies must expose themselves to us. And the reason being for that is so we could be tested to see if what we're dealing with externally still holds a place within us. If you don't listen, you're gonna miss it. You hear me? So all lower vibrational energies must expose itself in the presence of higher vibrational frequency. So if you haven't started to see what I'm speaking to already, then just keep your eyes open, because it will be making itself very clear to you. The more you cleanse, the more you clear from within, if you came through here, you're going to say, damn, that's what Sabu was talking about. Yeah, it is. You hear me? All kind of stuff we're going to see happening. For those who ain't started seeing it happen, all kind of stuff going to be happening. You know, I've been seeing stuff for a lot of years, a lot of things I don't even talk about. A lot, you know, with these spacecrafts and, you know, a whole bunch of other things. I've been on this journey a long time. I don't see a lot of stuff, you know, stuff that made me think I was crazy. But I know I'm not crazy, because I know what I was experiencing at the moment that I experienced it. And then all the times I wasn't by myself. Other people was with me and saw the same thing. You hear me? So if you resonate with what I'm saying, I salute you for holding your sanity too. You hear me? Because we're in a world where seeing is believing, and if people ain't seen it, then they think that give them the authority to not believe it we also get caught up in thinking since we don't believe it, it's not real, but that's totally not the case. Yeah. It's about who gonna be able to hold the frequency and who can't hold the frequency. If you hear, recognize the blocks and use them to get out and use them to get out whatever box that this matrix has placed you in. You know, I do what I do because I'm not here by way of reincarnation. I'm here by way of incarnation. I chose to come here. So I guess with that, I'm what you would call a volunteer. You hear me? I'm only here for my nuclear family. So a lot of things that I say, they just reminders and nuggets of wisdom through the things that I have already traveled, through the journeys that I have already embarked upon. And it's an honor to be here. You know, it's an honor to do what I do from the place that I do it from. Because it's therapy for me too. You know, it's therapy for me too. It always works both ways. Whether we recognize that or not. Anytime we output, it always works both ways. You hear me? So with that being said, thank you for allowing me to be a higher view. And I extend stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness to all that come across this message. You know it's not a picnic, but it's on you to make it well worth it. I love y'all, family. Thanks for the likes, unlikes, subscribes. I see y'all new subscribers. Being you. Thank you for being you. Because I only know how to be me. And somebody gonna appreciate that for what it really says. Peace.